Oh, it's there. There's a lot of laughter, believe you me, and some of it can be quite ribald. Some of it can be quite naughty.
We've been teasing it all show long, so let's break down these royal rules. And I know, Stuart, you're going to give us a rundown of exactly how the royal family is going to be celebrating this holiday season. So first off, they are actually, because last year with the COVID virus and everything, everybody kind of hunkered down at their own private residences. Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip were at Windsor Castle, but now things are getting a little bit more back to more normal, and they are heading back to Sandringham, right?
Yeah, I mean, Sandringham is really, although Sandringham and Balmoral, but Balmoral is always considered to be better in the summertime because it is rather bleak and windy and wet during the winter. But Sandringham has always been known as a point of heritage or tradition within the family as a very sacred place for them all to meet. And this really goes all the way back to the Queen's great-great-grandfather. Who first acquired it at the middle part, the end of the 19th century. And the house has received considerable renovation over the years. And so they're very, very happy to be there. I mean, I remember when I was a child, it had very few bedrooms. So in fact, the whole of the family could not be accommodated. But that's been changed, obviously. And there is a particular area, which is like an annex, only 2 miles away from the great house itself, called Wood Farm. And that was, for example, where Prince Philip would always annex himself, would always find, a time to be able to move away from all of the pressures that are there. Even if it may sound rather nice to have a number of servants around, particularly footmen, but actually it's really good to get away and just simply make your own toast, or make your own tea or coffee or whatever you want to enjoy for breakfast. And so they'll be spending special time there in memory of Prince Philip.
And they're also going to be planting some things in remembrance of Prince Philip as well, right?
This is what I've been told. Yes, unfortunately, I can't reveal the source, but the source is very privy to the entire substance of what we're talking about, this wonderful family. And the Queen is very fervent about planting trees. And so in Buckingham Palace grounds, there are trees that have been strategically positioned to commemorate certain birthdays. For example, all of the children have their own trees, etc., etc. And Prince Philip was a renowned tree planter, and in fact was able to restore, he was steward of the great park of Windsor that's associated with Windsor, the Windsor Castle, which goes back, of course, through the centuries for time immemorial, so to speak. And there was one particular plantation that he was involved in about 40 years ago, where he planted a series of oak trees, and oaks that were representative of the Commonwealth, so oaks from all over the world. And as a result of that virtue, I believe that what the Queen is intending is to plant near Wood Farm. Interesting that it's called Wood Farm. She's going to be planting 3 oak trees in commemoration of her late husband. And that he would really enjoy, I know.
Oh, I love that. I think that's so fantastic. And you mentioned before that after Christmas Eve, when they open up their gifts, they're going to be performing some skits, which I think is fantastic too.
Oh, there's a lot of laughter, believe you me, and some of it can be quite ribald, some of it can be quite naughty. So lots of comedy sketches, yeah, and people playing charades and putting on funny hats and interesting, very quick costume changes. It's going to be fun. And then on the day after Christmas, of course, everybody settles down and starts doing what we all do, which is to snooze in front of the TV. Or in their case, they have a little cinema, so they'll be watching some extraordinary Walt Disney movie for the kids, et cetera, et cetera.
I love that. They're just like us, probably just want to stay in their pajamas all day long and just watch movies on Christmas Day, which I think is great.